Hi guys, welcome to French Fluent. How are you all? Now, the previous two videos I had made on the PowerPoint presentation I had recorded on my laptop, but now I am going to teach on my whiteboard, okay? And I feel that's a better way to learn as well as to teach. That's easier for me, because when I have to use the computer, I have to edit a lot of stuff. So this is easier for me. So anyway, let's get going. The first word, the first thing that we usually do is I teach you a new word, right? So for today, for the students who have book 1, their new word is un papillon. The spelling goes like this: PAPILLON. There is a double L, but you don't say it as papillon. You say papillon. The Y sound, yon comes, okay? And as it's written here, it's okay. I told you that if the noun if the noun is preceded by un, that means it's a masculine noun. Okay, and you will learn, the 5th graders who have the book 1, I haven't taught that grammar part. I will teach you. Suppose if it was une, it would have been a feminine noun. So since it is un, this papillon is a masculine noun, and the meaning is butterfly. Okay, in English it's called but it's a butterfly, and it's called un papillon. Okay, and I will also teach you later in the grammar part how to write this same thing in the plural form. How do we write butterflies like that? Okay, I will teach you. So anyways, so this is a masculine noun. Remember, even if it's a female butterfly, you have to write it's a masculine noun. Okay, so un papillon, butterfly. Okay, now children who have book 2, their word is la vie. Okay, so it's la, right? So you guys must be knowing what is the gender of this. Yes, it's female because it's la. If it was written as la, then it would be a masculine one. Again, I will teach that later. Again, if you didn't understand that concept well in school, I will teach again later in my other videos. The next, for book 3, their word for today is le cochon. Okay, it's not cochon, it's cochon. This has a sh sound. Like we say chef, right? We don't say chef, we say chef in English. Same thing, le cochon. Okay, so the meaning of it is a pig, and it is masculine. And this la vie means life, and la is the v la vie is feminine. Okay, it's a feminine noun. Next, le cochon. You can write down in your sheet of paper where you're noting everything down, which is masculine. You're segregating, right? So you can add the ones according to their gender. Then the book 4 is le borceau. It's not berceau, it is borceau, and it's a masculine. Le it's a masculine noun, borceau, and I will teach you easy methods to find the gender of the noun, also some tricks. But before that, this is borceau. The spelling is BERCEAU, borceau, and it means a cradle. The cradle where you put babies down. The baby cot. It's a cradle. Okay. So that's it for today. The new word. So let's go to the next topic for the 5th grade students. So we are back. So the next topic is, now I'll be starting with a little bit of civilization. So the children who have the book 1, I told you I'll be going gradually, right? The book 1, I'll start from the book 1. So this is the book 1. For some people it might be in a different design. Okay, I will show you. I don't have the book 1 of the other design. This is the older version, but it has the same thing, but the picture, the front cover will be different. I'll show you how this for the number, the book's number will be for some books it will be written in the middle, there will be a circle, and for the latest ones it will be written on top on a red color bar. Okay, so this is the book, the first book. So I'll be teaching from this. So the first topic here, as you can see, is Vous connaissez la France, and this is the page number 5. Okay, so here you have a map of France, and I will be teaching. Now you can read the English thing which is given also. France, often called Lexagon or the hexagon. Okay, it's okay. Now as I read, you have to highlight this. Okay, now I'm not teaching a grammar topic today. I'm teaching you a civilization. I want to see if you guys are interested in civilization also. Okay, so 1 second. Yeah, so today this is the lesson 0 lesson. Now this lesson is very important for civilization. At least in the first term you will have questions on civilization just on this. Okay, this lesson is a major part. There is no grammar topic in this lesson. The grammar topics start from lesson 1, and that is the salutation and numbers, which you have already learned. So I'll do the civilization part today. Then I think from the next video onwards we can do a little more complicated stuff, the grammars. Anyways, so it's written here, if you read your book, France, often called Lexagon because of its shape, occupies a favorable position in the European continent between the Mediterranean Sea and the English Channel. So here are the important points to underline. Please take a pencil or something and underline or write it down. Is that France is called an hexagon. Okay, this is for your understanding. I'm writing it in English, but they will mostly give this question and match the following. They will write La France here, and in the next column they might give you, like somewhere they'll write Lexagon. You should know the French word also, Lexagon. So that time you have to match like this. Okay, mostly this question will come, but let's see. Mostly this question will come as a match the following, so it's important for that. And you can see the shape of France. It is like an hexagon. See, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, so it is almost like the shape of a hexagon, not exactly an hexagon, but that's why it's got its name. It's because of it's called hexagon, Lexagon. Okay, so you have to know the position of France also. Now it is present between the European. It is present in the European continent. You know, France is in Europe, and between the seas. Now, which are the seas? The seas are Mediterranean Sea and English Channel. So you can see the English Channel right here, English Channel, and the Mediterranean Sea is somewhere here down. Okay, it's like that. So it's got a very unique place in the continent of Europe. That's what they're trying to say. Okay, now the next page number 6, you will find lots and lots of pictures of buildings and many other monuments, and of course the Eiffel Tower, whatever you want to call it. But in French it's called La Tour Eiffel. Okay, La Tour Eiffel. Okay, Tour means a tower, and Eiffel is the Eiffel. So La Tour Eiffel. Okay, so anyways, let me read what's given on the top of the page. There is some content on top of the page. I've highlighted this also. So the thing that they're saying is, among the well-known attractions of France are its museums. Now make a list of museums. Okay, just write museums. So I'm erasing this. Write museums. And then you will have some cheese also, some names of the cheese. Okay, will also have wines. I'll write wines right here because I don't have space. Okay. So the museums, let's see what are the museums given. These are very important. The questions will definitely, there'll be 1 or 2 questions from this. So the museums I will be telling, I'll be writing the name. Le Louvre, I'll show the picture also. Le Louvre. 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 Okay? It's not Louvre, it's Louvre. And this is the picture of Le Louvre. Okay, this is actually the entrance. There is a triangle in front of the Louvre. This is the building, can you see here? This is the Louvre Museum, but this is just a triangle constructed by Sino-American architect that you learn in 10th grade. But this building behind is the Le Louvre Museum, where you can actually find the exhibits. But this is just this is the entrance to the museum. It's a big, beautiful, glossy pyramid made of glass. So this is very interesting. You can Google it also. There are many videos showing this French civilization. Then the next museum is Musée d'Orsay. Musée d'Orsay. Musée. How do you say museum in French? Is musée. Un musée. Okay. It's a masculine one. Un musée. Okay. This is so this is Musée d'Orsay. That means the Museum of Orsay. I think there's no space. I'll just Orsay. Okay. So Musée d'Orsay, and I'll show you the picture. Learn the pictures also, which is given in the book. They might ask the picture and they might ask you to name it. Musée d'Orsay. Okay. Then next is so these are the museums. Okay. Now there are 2 museums that is given in your syllabus. There are many museums, but the 2 museums given in your book, your syllabus, is these 2. So if they ask name 2 museums of France, you have to say Le Louvre and Musée d'Orsay. Okay. Then there are something else. There is something else also. That is your monuments or landmarks. Landmarks. Now you can't write these as monuments because these are museums. They show other stuff. They are not monuments. There's a difference between monuments and museums. Okay? There's a big difference. Or monuments. Now landmarks and monuments both are the same thing basically. In France again they have given 2 landmarks. See, this is the this is the first book, right? So they're giving very little content, but in the the forthcoming books, you will have many more. So the monuments in France, the 2 major monuments. If you are going to France, you have to visit these. So those type of places are La Tour Eiffel. La Tour Eiffel. La Tour Eiffel. Okay. So La Tour means a tower. It basically is a tower. La Tour. L-A, La, and T-O-U-R. La Tour is a tower. Okay. If you write Le Tour, it is a wrong one because this means something else. So don't write. Just remember it is La Tour Eiffel. Okay. It's not Le Tour Eiffel. So La Tour Eiffel, the Eiffel Tower. La Tour Eiffel. So it's the Eiffel Tower. There's a picture of the Eiffel Tower right in the middle of the city, Paris. It's so beautiful. Okay. Then you have another monument or landmark which is called Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Notre Dame, Our Lady. Notre means Our and Dame. Remember I taught you Mademoiselle, Mesdames, Mesdames. Dame is a lady, okay? Actually, it's not. It doesn't mean a lady or anything. You know, damsel, right? Damsels means a beautiful lady or a lady. So this word comes from the French word dame. Okay. So I don't think there's meaning for dame alone, but for lady you say femme, F-E-M-M-E. This is not the correct word to use. If you want to write lady, you have to write femme. Okay. But anyways, Notre Dame is a name of a building, and it is actually a church. Notre Dame is a church, and that's a very special place to visit. Okay. So there are many actually, but for your syllabus only these two museums and these two landmarks have been given. If they ask name two landmarks of France, don't say Le Louvre or the Musée. Don't, because these are museums. If they are specifically museums, you write these two. If they are I'm giving you. That's why I'm segregating and I'm giving you everything. Okay. Then you have cheese. Now there are cheeses in France, but France is very very famous for its cheese. People say that they don't skip the cheese at any point of their meals. Okay, like they eat cheese every day. That's how important it is for them. So there are two cheeses for them. Okay, so I will tell the cheese. The first cheese is Le Camembert. And one more thing, when you write the name Le Camembert and Le Gruyere, and it has an accent, but I don't think you have to worry about accents in the first book. You can just skip for a while, but you need to know that there is an accent on the first E of Gruyere. These two are different cheeses. There are many cheeses. If you have gone to Carrefour, you would see it's actually a French shop. It's not Carrefour. It is Carrefour, and it's a French shop. That it will have many cheeses: La Roquefort and Camembert, Gruyere, many other stuff. Okay, so France is famous for its cheese and wine. So there are two major cheeses, Camembert and Gruyere, and the pictures are also here. This is the Camembert cheese, and this is a Gruyere cheese, this small one. This Gruyere. Finally, we have the wines. Now the wines are in France. The wines are Bordeaux and Bourgogne. There are many wines, but they are just written two for you. So you have to just learn these two. Bordeaux, Le Bourgogne. So these are the two cheeses, the two wines. Okay, you have to learn for this year. These are wine bottles. Okay, the brands. Now coming to the next part, they have also written about some fashion designers and the names. Christian Dior, we all know Christian Dior, so I'm not writing this down. You will find it in your textbook, and I'm showing you the spelling. Christian Dior, she is the one, and it's just the brand. Okay, she's like the owner. And this is Saint Laurent. You all know this. Okay, so I'm not writing it down. These are two brands, the fashion designers. Okay, and how are they called in France? They're called couturier, but you won't learn it this year. If they ask two fashion designers in France, you have to write Christian Dior and Yves Saint Laurent. Okay, And that's it. Now we are actually coming to the part where we are talking about France. Okay, now the currency, I'll just erase this. Okay, you can take a screenshot of this. 3, 2, 1. So we have arrived to the part of the actual civilization. I mean, this actually it's related to France as a country. Okay, so we all have a national day. We all have an Independence Day. Independence Day of India is on 15th August, and we got it in the year 1947. But we are not talking about years. We just want the date. Okay, and then I stay in Oman, so the national day over here is the 18th of November. So in France too, they have a special day, that is the 14th July. Okay, the 14th of July, they got their independence. Okay, you will know more when you do about French Revolution in your social lessons. How they struggled. You'll have big lessons on them. This French Revolution is a very big concept. It's a very big part in the history of France. So it's very important. And they finally got independence on 14th July. So that is why it is their day. Okay, their national day. Okay, and how do you write this in French? You have to write le 14. Okay, there is no space on my board. Le 14 Juillet. So if people get reminded, yes, this is the word that we learned yesterday, 14. 14 is 14 in the French numbers. How do we say 14? We say 14. So 14 Juillet. Juillet is July. Okay, you will learn months also. The same in the same book you'll learn months and days of the week. Then the seasons, everything you learn. So Juillet is July. Okay, 14 Juillet. Okay, that is their national day. So when is their national day? The 14 Juillet. Okay, and whenever you write a date, you always put le in the front. Okay, so we will see after learning months. We'll practice how to write the date in French. Okay, and I hope you guys have practiced how to write your name in French and the other exercises that are given to you in the last video. If you haven't seen my last video, link is in the description. You can check it out and see. So anyways, so le 14 Juillet is their national day. It's their national day. It's their national day. And now le euro. Okay, it's not le euro, it's euro. Why it's not le euro, you will learn later, but it is not le euro. This is wrong. Okay, don't write like that. There is actually a clash of vowel. Okay, if you write le euro, there is a clash, e and e, right? So it will clash. So that's why they put the apostrophe. I will teach more in the succeeding classes. So le euro. So euros in English, euros, and they are the currency. This is the currency of France. They use euros. Like in India we use rupees. In Oman we use rials. So in France they use euros. And picture of euro. Okay, you should know the currency. And then the final stage is their French flag. They have a flag. We have the tricolor saffron, white and green, but they have le drapeau français. Okay, that is the French flag. So they call it the French flag, le drapeau. Le drapeau is a flag and le drapeau français, the French flag. Le drapeau français, French flag, and their colors are, see, for us we have orange, and then we have the saffron, and then we have chakra, the Ashok chakra, and then we have green, right? So they don't have it in the vertical way, they don't have it like going downwards, they have it in the horizontal way. The colors go in the horizontal way. So their colors are blue, white and red. Okay, they have blue, and then they have red, and then they have white. Okay, and their colors go horizontal like this. Okay, and how do you say them in French? Bleu, which is blue, B-L-E-U. Then we have blanc, that is white, B-L-A-C-N-C, and rouge, R-O-U-G-E, rouge, red. So this is blue, this is white, and this is red. The colors, you will learn the colors also. Yes, and you learn the names of family, everything you learn. So this is the French flag, okay, and it looks like this, exactly looks like this picture. Okay, le drapeau français. So that's all which is given for you. Okay, there are some exercises, you can do them. Okay, there are some exercises on page number 8. Please do them, it will be helpful for you. So I'll give you the homeworks also. So here is the homework. First homework, name 2 wines of France. Then the second one, name 2 cheeses of France. Third one, name 2 fashion designers. Fourth, name 2 monuments, not museums. Then fifth one is, what is France called based on its shape. And sixth one, name 2 museums of France, and tell the French currency. The seventh one, tell the French currency, the name of the French currency, name of the French flag and its colors, and its national day, French national day. Okay, so this is the homework for today. Enjoy. I hope you enjoyed today's civilization class. Okay, from the next class onwards I'll teach you the grammar part. Okay, so thanks. Please subscribe to my channel and comment if you have any doubts. Okay, thank you and bye.